Well, I'm on the phone with Ellsworth head football coach Duane Crawford. And, Coach, we've done coaches' shows for a long time. This is the first time we can say I'm on the phone with the winning head football coach, Duane Crawford. Congratulations.
Thanks. It's a great feeling. It's a long time coming. I know when I talked to you the other night, I told you it was 26 games. It was actually it took us 25 games. That was our 25th one. I'd forgotten last year that we only played 7 because we were snowed out of Holton. So,
right.
So it's 24 games without a victory, and the 25th was the magic number. And it was, the kids, they deserved it. They've worked hard through preseason, and they've gotten better each week. And it was a great boost for the program.
We've got some pictures up on the website, and we'll put the pictures up here. I saw that the game ball has been written on, and I'm sure that's going in the trophy case.
Yeah, so actually we have a special place for that, and I'll elaborate on it with you later. But we're gonna have all the kids sign that, and we have a special home that's going to. So it'll be fun.
All right. So tell us about the game. There were a pile of turnovers on a wet field, even though the game had been delayed a day.
Yeah, and we walked on the field before the game, and the middle of it was still standing water in spots, and then down there, that field's in the middle of a swamp anyway. So as the game started, it wasn't raining, but it might as well have been because the grass was soaked, and both teams had a hard time hanging onto the ball, and there were a lot of turnovers, and it seemed like we'd just get something started and someone would fumble, and but luckily for us, the defense played an amazing game because we actually fumbled on our first possession on about the 25-yard line, and they took over the ball there, and we stopped them, and were able to move the ball and eventually score and put up 14 points in the first half, and then the final score with 2 minutes to go in the game, which put it away. So, but defense came up big and didn't allow any big plays, and just that one score, and they did a fantastic job.
And now, we're talk about a dynasty. You got a chance for 2 wins in a row. A game against Stearns at home on Friday night.
I had John Solomon send me a text. He's the AD over at Bucksport Middle School, and said, "Did you ever think you'd be ahead of Bucksport after 2 games in the season with the rankings?"
Right.
So, it's great. It's fun, and people are really excited, and it's going to generate some enthusiasm, and we're just going to work hard and get better again this week for Stearns and keep progressing.
So you get to award a game ball. Who's it going to?
Well, it should go to the whole team. But like I said, we have a special place, and I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin the surprise, so I'll tell you off the air where it's going. But the whole team really deserved it. On offense, we had 3 quarterbacks that participated in the game, with Tyler Hardwick finishing out the second half, and he did an amazing job. And just being the leader out there and keeping the ball moving forward, and Devin Wright was, he's the horse that we rode the entire game. He had 29 carries for 239 yards and 3 touchdowns. So and
a big interception.
That was Jacob Shorey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, Jacob Shorey, and that was a huge interception to give us that final touchdown 2 plays later. So, but the defense, Wally Moon had an incredible game on defense. Tyler Hardwick led the team with tackles, with 5 tackles, and he had a couple of pass breakups, and Wally had a fumble recovery and a couple of quarterback sacks, and defensively, just a lot of kids stepped up and played great, and then offensively, Devin carried the load, but they all had their hand in it. So it was a good team win, and if I had 11 balls to give out, then that's what I'd do. But it was just and it's not just the kids on the field. It's everybody. It's the kids that are lining up and look team that give us something to go against. So it's really the entire team that played a part in that.
Well, and also the teams that preceded the 2015 team. That's
true. Yeah, I mean they laid the base for that, and then we build on it, and so it's everybody that stepped on the field for the past 24 games before us, and kept the program going. And when it was at times pretty bleak, when you're going out there and you're facing an MCI or Lincoln, and knowing that it's going to be a tough week, but kids just go out there and do the best you can and work on getting better and doing your job, and they responded week after week and never gave up, and so now we're here where we are now.
Tell us about
one win, but hopefully there'll be more to follow.
Yeah, well, tell us about the Gatorade shower. You were wet for a long time because you got poured on down in East Machias, and you stopped from McDonald's on the way home, and you were wet for a while.
I was wet till I think we pulled into the high school around 12:30 or 1 o'clock, so I was wet for a long time. And what's amazing, I had a couple of glasses of that Gatorade during the game, and it was warm. But when they dumped it over me, it was ice cold. So I don't know what happened from the time I drank out of it till they dumped it on me, but it was definitely cold.
Well,
but it was worth it.
Coach Shields said he probably would have slept in those clothes.
Yeah, I should frame them and not have them washed.
Well, all right. So a game Friday. We'll of course talk to you on Thursday. But what are you going to work on this week? Ball possession.
Control.
Yeah.
Yes, ball control is number one. Getting the quarterback center change down, and and there were a number of different factors on that. The ball was wet when Andrew Brown came in to take over for Javon Williams, who went out injured, and he's fine, by the way, now, but he got a little tweaked when he got hit on a 15-yard keeper. He hadn't had any snaps since preseason when he hurt his ankle, so he was coming in without a lot of repetitions, and so a lot of things went into that. But working on that, and with Stearns, they're not a big team, but they're quick, so we need to be able to offset that quickness. So we need to make some changes with what we do on the offensive line, and then obviously contain is going to be huge, and defending the pass because they do throw it a little bit. So.
All right, I'm so happy for you. As I told you off air, I was doing the PA announcing for the Husson Maine Maritime Academy soccer game at Husson on Saturday night. There were 7 former Ellsworth Eagles soccer players there, and a lot of fans. And every time there was a stoppage in play, I was announcing the score. And every time I announced the score, there was cheers coming up, and the former Ellsworth High School fans after the game, or the players, after I announced the final, they were all pumping their hands in the air, and they were so excited for you as well.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great to hear. And it's, I think, my phone was blowing up all day yesterday with text messages and congratulations. So it's good to see the community responding like that. And I just hope we can put more of them up there for them.
All right, Coach. Congratulations. We look forward to talking with you on Thursday.
Thanks, Chris.